make it sort of like a not rocky start, although that's not too bad. It's all a grand experiment, kids. All a grand experiment. And in terms of framing and all of that jazz. Anyway. Oh, wow. Now the thing's not holding the phone. What? Good morning. It is Thursday. Catching up on podcasts. It's funny, after a long holiday weekend and like kind of getting into summer mode, or getting out of summer mode rather, is trickier than it usually is for me to get into the mood of work. But the thing is, I actually like work. I do like to take a nap now and then, but I like writing. I like creating content. I like being, I like sort of performing, as it were, sharing ideas, storytelling. Yeah, that's the big gig here, isn't it? I had a lovely dinner out last night, al fresco. The weather is so perfect for it. I was out with my friends Andy and Shelley, and we had dinner at one of my Upper West Side faves here on 79th in Amsterdam called Nice Matan. But if you look at it in plain English, it looks like it says Nice Matin, but it's Nice Matan. And we had a nice dinner outside, and we had a 6 o'clock reservation. We were early bird special. We ended up not leaving until 10. Fortunately, they didn't have to turn the table, but it's what happens when you're, sounds of New York. It's what happens when you get together with friends, and especially one you haven't seen in a long time, and you have a lot of catching up to do. And I hadn't seen Shelley in a while. Wow, literally outside my window. So we had a lot of catching up to do. 4 hours, but felt like an hour. Like I could have gone for another hour. So that was sweet. Had a lovely salmon and a nice appetizer. I forget what the appetizer was. It was very good. Anyway, I like Nice Matan. Often takes a back seat to Cafe Luxembourg, but I think Nice Matan does a good job. What can I tell you? It's located in the Lucerne Hotel, which is on the northwest corner of 79th Street and Amsterdam Avenue. Delicious. And then I usually have to come down by either reading or watching something like a movie, and then I'll just like pass out. Ooh. And last night I watched this movie that has popped up on my do you want to watch this kind of thing on Netflix for years, called The Babysitter. It's sort of a comedic horror movie. Not brilliant. I mean, I kind of half watched it. Was kind of looking at Instagram a little bit while watching it, but it's cute, it's clever, it's fun. You're really getting the sounds of the city here. We need some dogs barking. Anyway, and Lenore has had a little, some digestive issues as of late, but I think we're coming out of the woods. I won't go into detail, but I'm sure you can catch my drift. But we talked last night a lot about the election. I'm feeling really good about it. Really good about it. Yeah, I mean, the more I see Tim Walz, the happier I feel. The more, what I can't understand for the life of me, and we've all talked about this, I've talked about it, you've talked about it, we've all talked about this, how I can't understand for the life of me what the appeal of Donald Trump is, other than if you're a rich person and you are drawn to the promise of lower taxes, your tax cut for the wealthy. Other than that, I'm sorry. Also, if you're a racist, a misogynist, a homophobe, a nationalist, maybe a little touch of the Nazi. Did I hear something? No. I don't get the appeal. To people who are seemingly normal, I'm still blown away by the fact that we got past grab him by the pussy. Like, I can't believe it didn't die there. But here we are. Here we are. And every day there's something else. He's really unraveling, though. Every clip I see of him, short clip and long clip, it just gets like, the dude is like a candle melting in the sun. Like, it just gets weirder. You know, and their whole campaign was based on sort of jabbing at Biden and his diminishing lucidity. Get a mirror. You're not fighting that guy anymore, and now it's time to turn that criticism on yourselves, because Trump is losing it. Like, losing it. It's amazing. Ugh. Gross. I just don't. How did we get past grabbing by the pussy and making fun of the reporter? How did we get past that? The disabled reporter. How did the fuck did we get past that? God. I mean, you know the answer to the question, you know, what it says about America, what it says about the electorate, what it says about people, is that they harbor these tendencies too, really. They identified with it. This was cool with people. I would like to think that this November we're gonna shake that off and just say enough of this guy, enough. Let's just, enough of this thing that has held this country by the nuts for the last 9 years. 8. On a technical presidential level, but ever since Trump announced, like, come on, you know? I was talking with Kara Swisher on Pivot Friday, and we talked about the brevity of, or we mentioned, I should say, I don't think we really got into it, but we touched upon the brevity, the refreshing, delightful, civilized, sane brevity of the British electoral system. And they've got this, I think it's a 6-week window, and there's a limited amount of money that you can spend, if I understand it correctly. Fabulous. That's fabulous. Because I'm so sick of the election. I'm so sick of the election. I'm not sick of Kamala, because she isn't, you know, she's as if like somebody just opened the windows and in comes this breath of this fresh breeze. I mean, she's so fantastic and delightful and smart, and, you know, held her own on the CNN interview with Dana Bash. And by the way, get off Dana Bash's dick. I like her. God, people have such a weird hard time with Dana Bash. I don't get it. You know, I'm reading her book. I'm enjoying it. But I think Kamala's just kind of really good, holding her own there. And Tim Walz, good God, what is not to love about that man? What is not to love about that man? Coming up on a minute left here. Let me just touch upon, let's see. I spent $1,500 on Bulletproof. Yeah. Here I am, I'm like, do we talk about the shooting? Like, I'm kind of teetering in my head like another one, and I kind of skipped over it. Am I gonna watch the debate? Fuck yeah. I need to make some more coffee. Comments held for review. Good morning, good morning. And okay, the rest is just good morning stuff. All right, that's cool. Ignorant, insane. Yeah. Film tonight? I don't know yet, Joe. I'll get there, but we will have a film tonight. Let me just close by touching upon the shooting in Georgia. It's the guns. That's all I'm gonna say. It's the guns. It's the easy access to guns. The fact that this kid was looked at last year. Oh, no problem here. Everything seems cool. It's the guns. The easy access to guns. This is dumb. The guest, how was the US Open? The The US Open was terrific. I love going to the US Open. Love it. What a great New York tradition. Anyway, my 10 minutes are up. Let's regroup. Let's have a great day. Have more coffee. That's what I'm gonna do. And let's move on from Trump. Let's move on from guns culturally. Oh God. Like, I'm going over here, but gun enthusiasts, find another enthusiasm. Watchmaking, which is actually kind of cool because it's machinery, it's metal, it's like power, cars even. I'm not the car person I used to be, but I get it about the beauty, the design, the gears. I'm on a mailing list. I get this newsletter from Uncrate and Rob Report, and a lot of it's like guy stuff, like, style and lifestyle and stuff like that, and a lot of it is cars, and some of it is fascinating. Like, I love the machinery, I love vintage cars, like sexy, like, get into that. What the fuck is with the guns? Like, oh my God. These guys, like, it's small dick energy. Guns are small dick energy. And I'll just leave it there. I love you guys so much. Thanks for subscribing. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay, have a great Thursday.